Welcome to this week's Construction Bulletin on Africa, brought to you by Construction Review, Africa's leading construction journal. I'm Eric Maingi. In this week's news, $1.26 billion power project bids are completed, and Shoprite to build 136 stores in Africa. A government to build Fisheries Institute in Porto, Amboim in Angola, and internationally, Skanska invests $61 million in office project in Romania. And finally, a twisted tower is currently under construction in Italy. Welcome. Now, our first piece of news is Angola, where the government of Angola's coastal province of Kwanza Sul has announced that it will build a higher education institute to run courses in fishing in municipality of Porto Amboim under the provincial government program over the next 4 years. The information was released by the Provincial Education Director of Kwanza Sul, Francisco de Figueiredo, adding that the construction of the infrastructure will enable the diversification of higher education training in the project. The program also provides for the construction of residences to accommodate teachers and boarding schools that will host young people from various municipalities. The municipality of Porto Amboim is rich in fisheries. Now on to Kenya, where the tender for the construction of the 1,000-kilometer long Kenya-Ethiopia power line will be advertised soon, with construction scheduled to begin before the end of the year. This is according to the Kenya Electricity Transmission Company. According to KETRACO Managing Director Joe Kilu, apart from the transmission line, converter stations will be erected at Walatia Sodo in Ethiopia and Suswa in Kenya, with a power transfer capacity of up to 2,000 megawatts. The contractors for the converter stations have already been shortlisted. The project that will link Kenya and Ethiopia's power grids has received all the required funding and will take an estimated 36 months and should be operational by 2017. Ethiopia has more stable power output and its power is also cheaper than Kenya's. Kenya hopes the project will lead to lower energy costs and attract more investors. Over now to South Africa, where Shoprite Holdings recently announced that it is steamrolling ahead with its African expansion. The retailer has 136 stores in the pipeline as it eyes first growing oil-rich markets like Nigeria and Angola. Shoprite Chief Executive Witi Basso says it is the highest number of stores they have got under option or have been working on in Africa. The company will open 30 new stores before June and a further 24 more are confirmed for the following 12 months. Shoprite has earned its stripes as continental kingpin. Its non-South African supermarket operation now spans 16 countries in Africa with 144 stores. Now in Uganda, following Kenya's decision to sign a deal with China to construct a standard gauge railway line between Mombasa and Malaba in Uganda, the government has followed suit and is in advanced stage of inking a deal to stretch the line all the way into Kampala. According to engineer Abraham Biandala, the Works and Transport Minister, it would only make sense to stretch the standard gauge into Uganda so as to enable smooth transportation of bulk goods between the two countries. He said if Uganda fails to build the same gauge as the one Kenya is planning to build, they would not benefit because their rail would not be able to handle the type of locomotives coming from Kenya. Biandala added that the contract signed between Uganda and Kenya was one of the ones that would help the two countries seamlessly move cargo at a faster speed and reduce the turnaround times. Now we move on to Europe, where Skanska AB, a Swedish construction company, has invested 61 million in Green Court Bucharest office project in Bucharest, Romania. The company stated that the order booking and revenues from the construction contract will be recognized in the construction stream, as well as the construction is carried out by Skanska Commercial Development through its subsidiaries Skanska Property Romania and Skanska Construction Romania. The company's investment was directed towards the development of Project Phase 1 and the garage of Phase 2. Upon completion in 2014, the entire project will comprise 3 Class A buildings. The project will offer total leasable area of around 52,000 square meters, which will be spread over 12 stories above ground and 3 stories underground. Now in Italy, the twisted tower designed by Zaha Hadid Architect is currently under construction as part of a project which will dramatically alter the skyline of Milan, Italy. Forming part of the City Life Milano master plan and situated in the city's historic Fiera district, the LEED Gold certified Hadid Towers, Torre Hadid, will be 170 meter high with 44 floors, containing both commercial and office space with a shopping area which connects to the metro station. The Hadid Tower is being built alongside the 220 meter Arata Isozaki and Associates Tower, the straight one, and 150 meter Daniel Libeskin Tower, the carved one. According to ZHA, the structure of the tower is conceived as a stack of equivalent economically efficient floor slabs that incrementally twist about a vertical axis. Now that's all we had for you today. Thank you for choosing to watch Construction Review News. For more news, the digital version of our print edition, directory and much more on the construction industry in Africa, visit us at constructionreviewonline.com. Until next week, I'm Eric.